Hello, beautiful fashion designers. You're welcome to this channel. This is Bora of Bora Closet. And today I'm going to show you what else you can use instead of a pattern paper. You don't have a pattern paper, do not worry. There is something else you can use instead of a pattern paper. So if this is all you're interested in knowing, please keep on watching. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. Right here, I have some calendars that I got from different sources. I got some from my parents and I also got some from my church secretariat. They were about to be discarded when I requested the calendars. So if you have people around you that have calendars, newspapers, please do not allow them to discard these items because they will be useful for you. So you can use calendars instead of a pattern paper. You can also use a newspaper instead of a pattern paper. Just that a calendar has a plain part which you don't see in a newspaper. So that is why using calendars is better than using a newspaper, because on your calendar you can see your markings, unlike on the newspaper that does not have a plain part. So you can see me here showing you the different designs that I have got using a calendar instead of a pattern paper. That's part of a corset that I cut some times ago when I did not have a pattern paper to use, and I just remember that I had these old calendars that I already gathered inside and I brought them out, and you can see what I was able to cut with the calendars. That is Princess Dart Bustier that I used the calendar to cut. This calendar was not the one that has a plain back. Front and the back was printed on, but I used it like that and I followed the markings. You can see here also I have a corset drawn with a pen on this calendar. So if you have people around you that have calendars, please always meet up with them to get as many as you can, because they are very useful and they are a good replacement for pattern papers, free of charge. You don't have to buy. Instead of them burning the calendars, you get to use the calendars free of charge instead of buying pattern papers. I have lots of these calendars at home because I've been gathering it for some time, and once I'm done using one, I discard it or I keep it in case I see another person that uses such measurements. I'll just use the one I already cut to cut the fabric for that person too. So here I'm folding the calendar. I picked one, folded it into two just to show you that you can use this to cut a sleeve. I already have this sleeve pattern that I did. I have a tutorial on it. You can check it up. So this sleeve pattern, I'm placing it on it right here. You can see that is exactly the measurement that I need, and if it's not up to, you can always join more to it and tape it. You can see me placing the sleeves on the folded calendar. So I'll be showing you how to use the calendar to cut your patterns if you do not have a pattern paper. So you can just place two on top of each other and then tape it together. You can use a masking tape or any other kind of tape that you have, but a masking tape is better because your markings will also show on your masking tape in case your markings will reach that angle. So you can join one or two together for you to get the length you want for your pattern paper. So with the joining, you can have it as wide as possible. So look at me putting it together in place. So this is the full length that I have now. It is even wider than a normal pattern paper, and you can see that right now it can take my basic bodies. I have a tutorial on basic bodies. You can check it up on my channel. So I'm placing the basic bodies on it for you to see that it can now take it. With the way I have taped two together, I can cut a basic bodies on the calendar. So if I don't have a pattern paper and I have calendars at home, I can go ahead to cut my pieces without worrying about not having a pattern paper or whatever it is I want to cut. You can join as many as possible together for you to get what you want to cut. And another beautiful thing about calendars is that you can waste it as much as you like. It's free of charge. So you keep using it the way you like, so far as you have sources where you can get them. These are old calendars. So right here I'm trying to show you how the markings will appear on it. It comes out very well. So if you use your marker to mark on the calendar, it's going to show, but if it is on the newspaper, it may not show as much as this plain pattern, this plain surface that we have here. Very legible. You can see it very well. You can see that the marker shows on the marking tape. If you use another kind of tape, it may not show. All these shiny ones may not reflect the markings, but a paper tape will show the markings. That's why I will recommend a matting tape if you want to do that. So I'm trying to just show you how the markings will look on the pattern paper, and what I'm trying to draft here is a short skirt, like a straight skirt. So but I didn't do it properly because I was only trying to use it to show you how the markers or whatever you are using to do your markings will show on the calendars. So right here I have the shape of a short straight skirt, even though it is not properly done because the darts are not included. But I am only using it to show you how to cut with a calendar. So you can see the skirt shape right here, and you can see how it looks. It has brought out the shape of a straight skirt. Although this one does not have that, like I said, I'm only using it to show you how to use the calendar to cut. I'm still going to do another tutorial on how to cut a simple straight skirt. So right here I have the straight skirt cut out, and this is the basic bodies. I have the video, you can check it up. So the basic bodies that I cut, I folded it into half length. I folded the half length, and you can see if you place it on the straight skirt, you're going to have a full straight gown marked out. So assuming you cut that basic bodies, the one up with a calendar, you just place it or join it with a tape to the down pattern. With that, you will be able to cut your straight gown, and you just hold the dart like that for the up and then the down part. You can cut it together or cut it separately. So I will do another tutorial on how to cut a basic skirt, like a straight skirt. So you can see this is looking like a gown already with my calendar and the pattern I already cut out for the basic bodies. So that is how to use calendars instead of pattern papers. Eventually I decided to mark out the darts so that you could see what I was saying about not putting that. So you just follow the normal dart length, which is 2 inches above your hip line. You take 0.5 inch on both sides, and with that you can connect the dart with the upper part. That is if you're sewing a straight gown. But if it is just a skirt, you just hold it, then you put your band later. So that is the dart that I am marking out on both sides of the skirt. So when you want to cut this on your fabric and you place it there, you just add the dart measurement to what you want to cut. So thank you so much for staying, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and put on your notification bell so you would be notified of when I post new videos. And don't forget to share and comment for this video to get wider reach. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Eu quero tchá, tchá, tchu, tchu, tchá, tchá, tchá. Já cantei para parar, já cantei berê, berê.